What's going on, Virgo? I hope you are doing very well. This is the Autistic Mystic, and this is going to be a love reading for February 2022. So before we begin, I'd like to let you know that this reading is sponsored by Keen. Keen provides access to some amazing tarot readers who are available 24/7. So if you're looking for a great way to support the channel and to get some clarity and insight for yourself at the same time, then head over to trykeen.com/theautisticmystic and you can get your first 10-minute reading for only $1.99. So I'll leave the link in the description box underneath this video for anyone who is interested in that. But without further ado, Virgo, let's go ahead and get into your February 2022 love situation. So give me a moment, and the first thing we're going to do is look into how your person is feeling towards you. Okay, so whether you're in a relationship with this individual or you're just talking to them, thinking about them, this is for you and your person for February. So how are they feeling about you? Let's go ahead and see what wants to come through. As always, I'd like to thank the angels, the interdimensional beings, and the spirit guides who are overseeing this act of divination for Virgo. Two more. How is your person currently feeling towards you, Virgo? Let's see what we got here, Virgo. Okay, very interesting energy towards you here, Virgo. So you have the Six of Cups here jumping out of the deck. So Virgo, this could be someone from your past. If not, this is someone who reminds you of their childhood, okay, connecting to a very happy inner place. You also have the Queen of Wands here. So I think this person is very attracted. You know, this is the Court card coming out in this reading, the Queen of Wands. So this person is very attracted to your confidence and your, almost like your aura I'm getting here, Virgo. This person could perceive you as being very like attractive with the Queen of Wands energy here. And the Six of Cups, like there's just something about you that reminds you of their past in a really good way, in a good nostalgic way, so much so that you have the Fool card jumping out in their feelings. So they want a beginning with you. They want to take a leap of faith. This card actually keeps coming out, so it's a theme, especially for a lot of the earth signs today. But the Fool is here in the feeling. So everyone is like almost open to love right now. It's like in the air, you know, it's like springtime. Like everyone is feeling that buzz here. So this person is certainly feeling it. Now, I think this person has such strong feelings towards you potentially that there's this very big fear with the Three of Swords to the Ten of Wands here. Almost like they have this feeling that their proposition to you is not going to work out, is almost what I feel. Like they could view you as very, like they almost put you on a pedestal for some of you with the Queen of Wands. Even if they don't like say that to you verbally, it's almost like you can sense this for a lot of you here. And so they're very afraid. Like the Ten of Wands here is feeling like overwhelmed at the moment. Like they may have something else going on as well with the Ten of Wands, like almost like maybe there's something blocking them from being with you, especially with the Three of Swords. Like they could be going through a breakup in their own right, moving on. But for a lot of you, actually don't sense that for some reason. I feel like you're dealing with someone who's also single. So this is a really good energy. Before we move on, I do want to clarify this Fool card for you, the one major arcana, and then we'll move on to their intention. But why is the Fool card here for Virgo? This person, very intense feelings towards you. These are certainly not dull feelings at all, Virgo. So pretty interesting. Why is the Fool here for Virgo, though? Okay, so we have the Five of Swords popping out, the comparison card in this deck. So it's almost like this person, like, no one compares. So this person may be comparing you to another person, I feel, for a lot of you, honestly, but it's in a good way. In this sense, you don't want to be too attached to this, Virgo, because this person certainly is comparing you to someone else, and it's almost like they like you better. So this could be like them wanting to move with you in a relationship, and you're just way better than the last person they were with. But you don't want to be too attached to that, because that's kind of like their business and not yours. At least that's my recommendation, to view it from that vantage point, so that you keep your energy clean and clear. Because comparison is the thief of all joy. Although it has there's a reality that yes, you should compare things because they're different. This person and their feelings may be like overly comparing you to someone that they were with, or like something like this, because they definitely have this high opinion of you. So let's go ahead, Virgo, now and move on to this person's true intention towards you at the moment here for February. I think intention is always a little bit more important than feelings. That's kind of just me, but I think a lot of people would agree. So let's go ahead now and get into it. What is this person's intention towards you? I'm going to use a different deck and see what wants to come through. So let's go. What is this person's true intentions towards you in February? This feels like a very intense connection. I can feel the energy here. It's very intense for sure. It's the one that like makes your stomach drop almost. So I'll talk about that in a second. Okay, their intention towards you here is quite interesting. Quite the interesting energy and the intention here. So the first card coming out is the Knight of Pentacles and their intention energy towards you. So I think that they're determined to make this work at a certain point, even if it takes a long time. This is a slow moving energy coming in here. Now, I could sense, especially if you're dealing with a masculine figure, you have the Emperor and the Hierophant as their intention towards you, and you also have the Devil. So this could very well be an overbearing masculine figure. With the Two of Swords, almost like kind of like a narcissistic energy for some of you. I kind of do sense that, right? Because their intention with the Hierophant and the Emperor, that's like tradition. This person could be have different values than you, and you don't really know it. Like on the surface, it may appear that this person is like open, or they'll respect your opinion. It's almost like I feel like this person could be a taker, right? With like the Devil energy here, with the Emperor, the Hierophant, it's almost like they're playing a political game potentially in their intention. And the Two of Swords is almost just like, maybe, once again, I said it before, they could be afraid either way that you're not really open to this, but the Knight of Pentacles, they're not going anywhere in this intention. They're going to keep this like game between the two of you going. I do sense that, because the Hanged Man is also here. So it's almost like you guys are stuck a little bit. You're stuck in this energy because like, it could go either way, right? Like if you're someone who's looking for that type of stable relationship, Hierophant, Emperor, that could work. But if not, it could feel, I just sense for a lot of you, it's going to like, what you don't see is this person's intention. They could be like the jealous type with the Devil, right? They could have like addictions. Like, I don't know. I do get like a red flag for you, and I would feel irresponsible as a reader if I didn't point that out. Okay, so I wish I could just sit up in here and say it's going to be the best relationship ever, but once again, the Devil keeps showing itself. So with that being said, let's go ahead and move on to the most likely outcome, okay, between the two of you for February, and even extending beyond that. What's the most likely outcome? What is going to happen as the energy stands between the two of you right now? Give me a second, and we're going to pull the energy for that. So let's go ahead and see the most likely outcome. Most likely outcome for Virgo. Okay. Okay, and the most likely outcome, I feel like at some point here, Virgo, for a lot of you out there, if you're single and you're just kind of wondering about this person, I do think with the Hierophant and the Four of Wands coming out here, this is definitely you guys getting together and you guys giving it a shot. You giving it a shot with this person being the Hierophant. It's synchronistic that it would come out again because this is their energy and the most likely outcome, right? So this is harmony, right? The Four of Wands, it's kind of like the 1111 portal. You can see like it looks like the number 11 twice. So this is a portal into some sort of family structure or like a really stabilized home life where you feel like you have a partner or something. So for some of you, give it a shot, but then I see the energy shifts once you get settled, maybe because you have the centerpiece is the Five of Cups. So it's almost like, once again, I sense that overbearing masculine energy thing. Potentially for some of you, you realize they're like, you guys are going to have to come together to realize that there is some incompatibility. Now, the incompatibility could manifest in multiple different ways. It might not just be an overbearing masculine figure. For some of you, this person could be too much of a nice guy and doesn't step into their leadership role, right? They need to step into their Hierophant more. So you need to know yourself and the situation, but there's some sort of incompatibility that's going to come up, but it almost looks like you guys are going to work through it because you have the Three of Wands and also the Queen of Pentacles. I will say, like, cornering this reading, right? Queen of Pentacles, Hierophant on the end. There's some like solid structure with this person. For those of you in a marriage, it's like I can see why it's hard to let go because there's just so much practicality in it. Like Queen of Pentacles, Hierophant, like there is potential in the most likely outcome for this to really benefit your emotional, you know, the spiritual life as well, because the Three to the Four of Wands, that's kind of a very harmonious energy here. It's just like there's a speed bump in the most likely outcome. So for a lot of you that are interested in this person, it does look good. You know, I definitely like this energy. So with that being said, I don't even feel the need to clarify on that one. I think that's a pretty, you know, a lot came out there. So let's move on to the advice portion of this reading. You know, what is the advice that Spirit has for you regarding this situation? Let's assume that you want to make it work with this person. What is something that you need to know? Maybe not even advice, but anything that wants to come up for Virgo as a final message from Spirit here regarding this situation, or anything they need to know. So let's go ahead and pull the energy for the final messages. Okay, interesting energy here, Virgo. So you have choose a new direction, yes, a year from now. So this is kind of like the speed bump that I think you guys are talking about. Now, unfortunately for a lot of you, all right, you do have a year from now. So maybe in a year, that's when that Hierophant Four of Wands starts to kick up here. But in the meantime, you know, this is kind of like a split energy. I feel for some of you it's going to be a yes, for some of you it's going to be a choose a new direction, depending on the practicality of the situation. How close are you to this person? How much energy expenditure is involved in meeting up with this person? If there's very little energy expenditure and you can easily meet up with this person, I sense the energy dynamic flowing. If you can't, and it's kind of a long distance thing, I sense more so like in a year from now. And in the meantime, you have to focus on yourself. But this is not, either way, whichever option you are, you're not, a year from now, like this is not going to be over a year from now. So in a year, no matter what, this person probably will be in your life. So with that being said, I'm going to conclude this reading, Virgo. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that it provided you clarity and insight. If you want more details on this situation or your life in general, feel free to book a personal reading with me. You can find all the information on that in the description box of this video. It's always great to work with you guys. Also, you can go to trykeen.com/theautisticmystic and you can work with the Keen tarot readers, and that's a great option that also supports me and yourself at the same time. So I appreciate you guys. I hope you have a great February. Talk to you next time. Peace.